Hi, I'm Mr. Franklin, and welcome to our Week 1 Overview and Agenda. Please notice that this is our second week of school. Last week, we actually titled it Week 0 because we were just learning our digital tools. And this week is Week 1, where we're going to be jumping into physics. We're going to be learning about the scientific measurement in this unit, which is going to take 2 weeks. This video is going to contain a general overview of the week, as well as a reminder of CAVE tutorial time, as well as office hours with myself, Mr. Franklin, Mr. Ness, or Mr. Rooks, so you can get extra help in your classes. We will do a brief overview of how to navigate Canvas in a simple fashion, and then I will give you a specific overview of this week's assignments, as well as requirements for live sessions. This is posted on the Steel Canyon website. There is something that you're supposed to be working on every day of the week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, there's something to work on. So on Monday, they pretty much have said it's student work time, but what I really want you to know is at noon, no later than noon, I'm probably going to post mine either tonight or early in the morning, but your teacher should have your assignment posted by noon. As soon as those assignments are posted, you should plan your week. What is going on this week? I recommend you put it in a calendar or a planner. You should also check your Cougar Den class. Now, we haven't talked a whole lot about Cougar Den, but Cougar Den is a class where you're going to get to do things that in most other classes, we just don't get to talk about certain things, like college prep and what is it like to our career readiness and what's it like to do certain things in real life. So it also prepares you for senior interview, which is a graduation requirement at Steel Canyon. It does all kinds of things that we just don't have time for in physics. And so you really need to access that course on Monday and make sure you're accomplishing the items there. With that said, on Monday, I'm going to have 3 things posted, actually several small things for you to do that you need to have done before. And then on Tuesday, you're going to have something else. And then on Wednesday, block 3 and block 4, you're going to meet with me live, and we're going to review and answer questions about Monday and Tuesday, and also learn some new things. On Thursday, you're going to have your first quiz of the year that you're going to be that's available to work on. And then Friday for our live session, we're going to do our first lab. One of the things we haven't talked about is a whole lot is from 1 o'clock to 2:15 is my office hours, which is time dedicated for you to come to me to get live tutorial help. The best way to do that is to email me, say, hey, I need help. I will schedule a time with you, and I will create a Zoom meeting in Canvas, and you can join that, and we will have a live tutoring session. The sooner you can let me know that you would like to meet for tutorial during this time, and let me know what you need help on, the better I can help you. Don't let that stop you from reaching out and getting the help that you need. With that said, there's also a thing that we call CAVE, which is a tutoring, a system of tutoring that's available to help you. So from 2:15 to 3:30, as well as from 8 to 9:30 in the morning, you can schedule an appointment with our CAVE tutor. You can schedule an appointment with our CAVE tutor and get extra help. Our CAVE tutor has helped with physics before and is very knowledgeable about what we're doing in class, and would be more than happy to help you. So to do that, this link is all over the place. It's on the Steel Canyon website as well as some other places. It's in Canvas as well. You click on it, it takes you to a calendar. You schedule your tutorial time and get the help that you need. With that said, for this video, you've already clicked here and started watching it, but we need to talk about navigating through Canvas. So let's actually jump into Canvas. So when you first jump into Canvas, you have our homepage, you have your to-do list, you have your list of things to do, you have your calendar actually, all kinds of ways to access material in the course. Because of how I've set it up, right now, the easiest and best way for you to access material is to go to modules. Once you go into modules, you will see the unit from last week. If you'll click here on the arrow, you can minimize it, and you will have the stuff for the new stuff for this week. And once you get that, you just start at the top and work your way down. Okay, so we start with the week overview. The week overview gives you what day you should do certain assignments throughout the week. And then you just click this little next button right here, and you go to the next assignment, and you can be working through stuff. Right about here is where the normal weekly agenda video is going to start, where I'm going to give a brief overview of all the assignments for the week. And so here we go. On Monday, first thing you're going to do is watch the weekly agenda video. You should take notes on it. You should write down some questions you have. Make sure you email me those questions so I can address them on our live session on Wednesday for block 3 and block 4. Then you're going to have a survey, which is basically like a temperature check to see how you're feeling about last week's assignments, as well as your readiness to jump into this week, and a couple of other questions we may have about the course. And the more feedback you give us, the better we can make adjustments and make this course be the best that it can be. The next thing is the what do you think? And there is a video posted in this assignment that explains how this assignment works, and you can watch that. Then there will be a vocabulary practice assignment, which also has a video explaining it. And then you're going to take your first set of video notes. There is a video in that I will show you that also explains my expectations for that. We also want you to update your Chromebook on Monday because some of you are having technical issues with your Chromebook, and part of that is because your Chromebook may or may not be updated. So we're going to have you do that. On Tuesday, you're still on your own. So on Tuesday, you're going to do your first textbook time. There is a short video explaining that assignment. And then you're going to do this scientific language where you're going to identify key evidence that supports statements that are made. So we are going to be working on hypothesis, data, and analysis. And we also call it claim, evidence, and reasoning, but we're going to be looking at thinking like a scientist and how does evidence support a question or a fact that we're dealing with, okay? So that's what we're going to be doing there, is beginning that process of learning how to do that. On Wednesday is going to be our first live class for the week. So you should have everything done before this live session. So we're going to spend a few minutes recapping everything. We're going to go into some breakout rooms and give you a chance to share some confusion and help each other clarify some things on our video notes, and to ask questions in a breakout room. And then we're going to actually take our notes and actually do the process of designing some experiments together in class. On Thursday, you're going to get a moment to catch up and review your vocabulary and some of the things that we've learned, and your quiz will be open and available for you to start. And you'll have a couple days with which you can use to continue to study, or you can get it done right away. On Friday, for our live class, we are going to do our first lab of the year, and that's pretty much going to take all of our time during the live session. When you're finished with that and you finished your quiz, then you're going to do the weekly reflection. And while you're going to have taken a test for test points, this reflection is going to be hugely important. It's going to help you with your senior interview for graduation requirements. It's going to help you plan and make decisions about getting help. That's going to help you be successful in this course. Okay, so now I'm going to go through, and I'm going to click next and go through the video and go through each assignment this time, just to give you a brief overview of each task. So first thing, there's going to be a brief instructions on how to update your Chromebook. Make sure your Chromebook is updated. Survey. We're going to do this survey. It's going to give us a field temperature check of how you're doing with certain concepts. Click submit when you're done, and you should be done with that. And there's going to be a pear deck. In the pear deck is going to be a video explaining the what do you think, and you'll just walk through the self-paced pear deck. For vocabulary, this video right here explains what we expect you to do with the vocabulary. We've provided you with a Quizlet so you can practice the vocabulary, but there are also a video link here, as well as a list of vocabulary words, as well as some other guides on how to do vocabulary for this week. Next, we have a video explaining my expectations for video notes, and then your first set of video notes. When you finish your video notes, you're going to take a picture. I recommend you take a picture with your phone, either send an email to yourself or upload it to Google Drive. And then you're going to go up here. There will be a red submit button up here. You'll click the red submit button. There will be a little pop-up that comes down here. And you'll click the Google Drive tab, and you will upload from Google Drive, and you upload your picture. And then you click submit. Okay? If you know another way to upload a picture, then please do it that way, but I want a picture of your video notes. Then you're going to go ahead and do the textbook time. The textbook time at the top of the document is going to be a video explaining what we want from textbook time. Textbook time is going to get more complicated as we go, but we're doing baby steps. So watch the video, and you can read the text and answer the questions. And then you're going to do your first CER HDA assignment. Quick note, since I haven't mentioned it, this explains the instructions, but if it's in green, that's where you type. If it's in blue or yellow, blue is usually instructions and yellow is usually a question that you have to answer, and green is where you type the answer. Then we'll have our live Pear Deck session. So part of this is going to be applying the video notes, and that's what this is going to be. We're going to be taking some situations and design an experiment around those situations. Then you will have a practice quiz. Half of it will be vocabulary, and the other half will be about experimental design and scientific method. For our live class, we'll be conducting a lab using this simulation and this document down below. And then you will have, last but not least, you'll have your weekly reflection. And what's really important as well as cool is analyzing how things were going well, how things were going poorly this week, and then what are you going to do to make things better for yourself. Okay, so are you going to go to CAVE? And then tell me who you're going with and what day you're scheduling it with. And that wraps up the week. So just real quickly, make sure that you start here at the top and you work your way down, and everything until 8:26. So all of these assignments, it looks like a lot, and a couple of them are quite lengthy, but most of them are tiny or small things. There's just a bunch of them, okay? So please be diligent, work through them as best you can. And then as you go, write down those questions. Don't be afraid to email me throughout the week. If I don't respond right away, I may just be putting it down and putting it in the Pear Deck for 8:26 for Wednesday. All right, that's all I've got. Have a great Monday, and I will see you guys on Wednesday.